Hello, I'm John Paul, and the Lord has blessed me immensely in my life. The ministry that I founded is called the Ministry of the Single-Hearted, and that comes from the very first Bible I ever received. The version of that Bible said, "Blessed are the single-hearted, for they shall see God." And you know, what that means is to be single-hearted for God is to put God first in everything. I wasn't always like that, I have to tell you this. I grew up and my family life was a little interesting, like most family lives. And, you know, I had a lot of frustration and a lot of anger and a lot of hurt that I kept inside of me all that time as a child, from divorce and family issues and things at school and that sort of thing. I never really talked to anybody. And it made me to be very angry inside, even to the point where at school and in high school I would get into fights. I got kicked out of school for fighting. I got suspended once for hitting a teacher. Like, I had a lot of rage inside. You couldn't really see it from the outside unless I burst out, but it was just there. And then when I was a junior in high school, I started reading the Bible, and I read that verse, "Blessed are the single-hearted, for they shall see God." And it really blessed my heart. And I started to read more and more and more and more about Jesus and how Jesus is God and how Jesus lived his life and how Jesus called us to live our lives. And most importantly, how he gave his life for us, gave his life for me. And you know what I realized in that moment was that when Jesus died on the cross for me, I didn't need to be angry anymore. That I could forgive as he wanted us to forgive. You know, as it says in the scriptures, to forgive others as you want to be forgiven. And I learned that if I did that, I could have peace. And all that frustration, all that anger went away. All because of the love of God. When I read about Jesus dying on the cross, I realized that God valued me as a person that is irreplaceable. That is irreplaceable. And I realized if God died for me that way, then he died for the rest of the world that way. And just like I needed to hear it, they needed to hear it. So I had dedicated my life to Jesus Christ when I was about 19 years old. Later on, I wanted more. And then I wound up getting confirmed Catholic, and I come to the sacraments, and I have decided to follow Christ with every ounce of my being because I know he loved me first. Amen.